What is up, guys? This is Fabadab17 here, bringing you a different sort of video today. I'm here with Tom.
Hello.
And today's video, basically, if you've seen my FIFA Confesses Com, like where we talk about the fixtures coming up, well, basically this is going to be that, but we're going to obviously be talking to you guys a lot more and debating about the fixtures coming up in the Premiership next week and the fixtures that have just happened. And this is on a Sunday, so we know the results from Saturday, but not from Sunday.
Yeah, unfortunately. The big game of the Merseyside derby, we'll unfortunately have to not talk about. It's a shame, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is a bit of a shame. And right now, as we're speaking, Arsenal playing City, and Arsenal 1-up, and that's all we know.
Yeah.
So we're going to avoid talking about that just for this video, because we'll probably say like, oh, I think Arsenal are going to smash him, and then it'll be like 5-1 City.
So being a Blackburn fan, I don't get to talk about Burnley. Brilliant.
It's
and
good.
he doesn't need to talk about Liverpool. So
Or City.
yeah, it works out perfectly, this, doesn't it?
Well, actually, I want to talk about City when we're getting beat. So.
It's just basically going to be a run through, though, isn't it?
Yeah. So we'll just be talking. If any of you guys want like any topics or like talk about anything, just comment down below of your opinions of anything. And yeah, before we get into this, subscribe if you're new around here. You want to see more of this sort of content. And you've actually got a Twitch account, haven't you? I
do a bit. It's nice that you brought that up.
Yeah, I thought it'd be nice. Yeah.
I do stream Football Manager now. I do a lot of Football Manager, basically. It's Sportitude UK. If you want to follow me on Twitch, then you can easily can. You know, it's nice, small, and I try and hopefully be as entertaining as I can.
But yeah,
iffy, let's say it that.
go and follow him if you can. And yeah, so yeah, drop a like if you enjoy this video, and we'll get straight into this. So yeah, let me know if you want to see more of this as well. So we're going to talk about the results from Saturday before we get into the fixtures next week.
Yeah.
So just go on. Which one do you want to talk about first?
Well, it's probably going to be Bournemouth versus Southampton. We'll go
Bournemouth versus Southampton. So that finished 3-1 to Southampton. So who scored? You remind us?
Well, I believe it was Bertrand. Jay Rodriguez scored 2 as well. Yeah. However, it was Ake who ended up scoring first for Bournemouth, with Jackie Wilshere getting an assist. So it was a very good game, actually. We just finished seeing it then, obviously.
Yeah.
And it was I thought they actually did pretty well. Bournemouth were okay, but Southampton really just took it a little bit of a step further. It was really good.
How is Southampton doing in the table, do you know?
I don't think they're actually doing that well, but what Southampton always do is they always seem to crawl up
like
towards
the
league. They're actually 7th right now. So
see, Southampton, they're that team that are like, yeah, you know, like Europa League standard team, but they just need to make that push up to the Champions League, but they're always selling players, so it's that debate whether are they going to actually one day get to the Champions League stage, or are they always going to be kind of like, are they going to just drop because they're selling all the time?
Thing is that they're not dropping though. Yeah. Like, they seem to be selling these players. When you look at like Klein, Chambers has gone, Pella's left as well to the Chinese
If you think though, if they kept all their players, like Luke Shaw we're talking about, like these top youngsters
at one point, if they could spend them.
I know this is going back, but they had Bale as well, didn't they?
At one point.
Walcott, was it? Yeah,
Walcott and Chamberlain.
I mean, think their academy, they've bought some good players. If they could just manage to keep all their players, they would have had a super team. They've got a good team now, but they would have been top 4 probably around about.
And you look at players like Van Dijk, you probably expect to leave eventually.
Yeah, he's quite a good player.
Is an unbelievable player. You know, you've got James Ward-Prowse, who maybe is still young, and I think he can still really develop. It's just going to be an issue if they can keep hold of it.
It's going to be interesting to see like if they're going to keep that tradition of a selling player, and if they're going to ever progress from where they are now. Because they're in a good position now, don't get me wrong. You know, compared to, they were in League One a few years back, so they've done brilliant. Yeah, but and Bournemouth, they've not been doing too well at home after, I think, if I remember right.
Bournemouth, you don't want to be too harsh on Bournemouth, because Bournemouth are a club which
they're a very small club, you know, considering the Premiership, aren't they?
Compared to other clubs in the league, they're a pretty small club in terms of size and stature, but I think they're going to be safe, and I think a lot of Bournemouth fans will be happy with that.
I think Bournemouth, massive improvements, and they'll just be happy to be in the Prem, and if they stay up, that'll be great.
To get players like and Ake on loan. I mean, I know he's on loan, but he's still a good player.
We'll have to move on now.
Yeah.
So the next game, we'll talk about Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. And
top of the league, isn't it?
Yeah, Costa. Chelsea won that at 1-0, and Costa scored, as you were right, and Chelsea still on this ridiculous run. Is it 11 in a row now? 11 wins?
It is 11 in a row, and a little bit of a stat here is that the longest winning streak is Arsenal.
Was that
13?
Was that the Invincibles?
Yeah, it was the 13 in a row they won. And so obviously, I think it's only Liverpool who won 11 in a row and haven't become champions. That's when they finished.
It could only be Liverpool to do that, wouldn't it?
Man United won 11 in a row, 1 point, and became champions. And I believe it's only Liverpool to have not won the title after 11 wins in a row.
Well, what time did Chelsea score at with Diego Costa? Was it near the end? I can't remember.
I think it was the end of the first half, but it was a headed goal. It was, again, another stat. Full of these stats for this game.
I've seen a goal match today,
It was Chelsea's first headed goal this season. So it's just a bit crazy considering you got Diego Costa.
Yeah, he's in great form, Diego Costa.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think he's a great player. It's just his attitude's always been a bit of a topic.
Changed under Conte though. It seems that he's really took him into his own and kind of taught him to relax a little bit.
The Atletico Madrid days, he was world class, and I think he's starting to show that now. It is going to move on now.
But I'm just going to quickly say it is going to be a shame that he is suspended for the next match because of his yellow cards.
He is, yeah, that is right.
Same with Kante. It's two
They're
big
actually
players.
against Bournemouth. Speaking of Bournemouth, previously,
there we go.
So there we go. Right, next game we'll talk about Middlesbrough versus Swansea, and it finished 3-0 to Middlesbrough.
It's the Negredo show, wasn't it?
Didn't Negredo get a hat trick?
No, he got 2, and De Room with plenty of space.
Negredo didn't have the best of starts to his Middlesbrough career, if I'm right, did he?
I think he scored in his debut.
He scored his debut, I know that,
was
but like, in general, yeah. But obviously he's starting to do well. I think in his City days he did really good. He was a bit I mean, like, he had quite a good goal scoring record for City, so it was a bit harsh him to let him go, but you can see why he did it, because they could bring in better players when you've got as much money as City have. But you know, he's a great player, and I think he will over time be a great striker for Middlesbrough.
And I think simply really to say with Swansea, I mean, if I was any Premier League club, I'd want to play Swansea.
Yeah,
right now they're just not a good team.
I think Swansea are in danger going down.
No, 100%.
I don't want to see Swansea go down, but I fear the worst for him.
Yeah, I do.
Right, moving on. Stoke, Leicester. Oh, this was a big talking point.
Unbelievable game.
Right, it finished 2-2. Jamie Vardy did get sent off as well, and remind us of the goal scorers again.
I think Jamie Vardy got sent off in like the 30th minute,
and
then it was Adam and it was Allen who I believe scored.
Such a good game.
I believe it was Adam and Allen because I think it was a penalty.
Yeah.
And the goal scorers were Amati and Ajoa, who's an unfamiliar name to probably a lot of players right now. He came on, and actually, I am going to say this. Probably Vardy shouldn't have been sent off. I think he did get the ball.
It's kind of that debate, because he went into with 2 feet, didn't he?
Yeah.
And like Rojo, he's done it a few times and it's been a bit naughty recently, and a lot of players are like, you know, it's dangerous, got to be sent off. And I think the refs probably saw 2 feet and it's like, no, he has to be off.
It was the same ref, actually, it was the same ref from the Rojo challenge, so he might have probably had that in the back of his mind.
The reason why it's harsh is because he actually got the ball, and you know, it wasn't a bad tackle, it's just 2 feet.
I think, to be fair, when I saw it first, I thought red card. Then looking back at it, I thought it's not even a card. So you've got to give the referee a little bit of slack to come with that. But you've got to say Ranieri is a great manager.
What do you make of Leicester? Obviously heroics last season, and they're struggling a bit this season. So what do you make of all that?
I don't think they're going to get relegated, but I think a lot of people maybe were overstating Leicester. I mean, they lost a huge
They
player.
set the expectations that high because of that incredible season last season, but
they lost a huge player in Kante though.
I think if they manage to get mid-table, they'll be happy with that.
Oh yeah.
I don't think they'll get relegated, but a bit worrying at times, isn't it?
And but like I said, Ranieri is a great manager. Like,
he is a great manager.
To be 10 men down against quite a good Stoke side right now, and
at home as well.
It was his 2 changes as well. It was his 2 changes which made the impact. You know, they subbed Ajoa on, he subbed Gray on, who got the assist, and Marty obviously scored his first goal of the season. So what a good first goal.
We'll move on now. Sunderland versus Watford, 1-0 to Sunderland finish. So Sunderland obviously they started off the season, were struggling quite a lot, the bottom, and now they're starting. David Moyes, you know, starting to change things around slowly, is he? Do you reckon?
Well, I mean, just to say this, I think he had 2 points in the beginning of November.
Had a bad start,
and now he's collected 11 like, from the beginning of November. So he really is starting to pick up points, which is what you obviously need. I think he's a good manager for them. I think he's probably taken a step. I would say he's a step down.
I would say,
Sunderland. But
who was it? Was it the
Real Sociedad, and he didn't have a good time there as well, to be fair.
It's quite tough for these British managers to go abroad. You know, we've seen with Gary Neville and stuff. It is not easy. It's not an easy task.
It's a different style of play.
Yeah, it's completely different.
But I think that it's a good 1-0 victory. It's the second clean sheet of the season, so that's a really good, and it's against a good Watford side.
Yeah.
And I think there's nothing but positives out of that result. Were they a little bit lucky? Probably. But you got to get lucky in these games.
Right, so we talked about Sunderland, Watford, West Ham versus Hull, and West Ham. West Ham won 1-0, but can I just talk about West Ham?
Yeah, go on.
I know a few West Ham fans, on Twitter or whatever, and they were saying, at the end of last season, in fact, they had a good season last season, they were saying top four, beginning of this season, top 4. What's happened?
Well, what's happened is, I don't know. I don't know.
They've got Dimitri Payet, the guy who literally, in Euros, you've seen some of them goals, he's a world-class player.
In the Euros, he was unbelievable.
They've got money, new stadium, everything's in place, but just things not quite going.
Very good squad as well.
But they can change it around. Yeah,
and against this Hull, but against Hull, and this is what the shocking thing is, Hull should have won that game. They hit the post 3 times, Hull, in that game. Cleared it off the line.
A bit of banter as well on the Twitter.
The best thing is on Twitter, the West Ham fans voted the post as the man of the match.
True story.
Unbelievable.
True story. Pretty banter.
And so, really, it's nice to see that they're having a bit of a laugh at it, but it's really worrying. And if you can't convincingly beat, I would say, a weak side against, like, Hull, sorry to any Hull fans, but I just don't think it's going to go well for you. And I can't see West Ham doing much, but I can't see them getting relegated. It's another team I just can't see getting relegated.
Chance. I really cannot see that. Right. Anyway, last result from Saturday. West Brom versus Man United. I'm looking forward to talk about this one. United won 2-0. And
who scored?
Ibra scored twice. I had to think about that one for a second on the spot, but Ibra did score twice. And, well, United, we're unbeaten. How many games is it unbeaten now?
It's quite a few now. I think it's 8, unbeaten in 8.
Yeah, it was so frustrating being a United fan when we drew them 3 home games, and it was, we should have.
Yeah.
Even thinking now, it's so frustrating because we dropped a lot of points. If we would have won them, we would be a lot closer to the top.
The problem is that you had loads of chances, you weren't converting them though.
And we were a bit unlucky, but that happens in football sometimes, and I'm happy now that we're starting to actually get the wins, and we're playing actually really well. Even when we were drawn, we were playing really well, I feel. Pogba, I think, is starting to come out of his shell. I think he's proven all our doubters wrong. He's showing he's a world-class player.
I wouldn't go that far yet. I wouldn't go world-class player yet. I've followed Juventus for must be like 3-4 years now.
Yeah.
So it's been a long
I know
time.
this. I know this.
I've been watching the Serie A for quite a while, and the Pogba which I see in the Serie A is a different Pogba than what I saw in the Premier League, and so I'm still sceptical of Pogba because I don't think he's reached that point which he did at Juventus. I think he will eventually though. Yeah,
but he needs to, he's only just come back again. Give him a season.
Yeah.
And
I'm not saying he's done bad. I don't think. I just think he's not. I would say
he's not quite as Juve level yet.
He's not warranted the price you paid for him. But nobody's worth the price.
No one will.
Exactly.
You have to pay that sort of stupid price as these sort of players. And Zlatan at 35 still banking in the goals.
I think it's his 16th goal in all competitions, and it was United's 250th league goal.
That's a fact for you right there.
So there you go.
And that will conclude the results from Saturday. Obviously, we don't know the results from today, which is Sunday. We're recording this. And what's the score currently in the Arsenal City game? Just let me know.
1-0 still, and 0-0 Tottenham Burnley.
Well, by the time you guys watch this, you already know.
You obviously.
And Spurs playing Burnley today. Everton are playing Liverpool Monday, and that's going to be a great game. But we're not going to talk about that because we don't know what's happening.
And we don't really care about Everton and Liverpool.
Right, guys. So we're moving on to fixtures now. So the fixtures coming up in. This is the main topic actually. Fixtures coming up in the Premiership the next weekend. So this is obviously Christmas weekend. You want to get Santa in for a bit of banter.
Of course. Get a bit of Santa banter.
Make it a bit Christmassy, the video.
Put him in the centre.
Bloody heck, there's not much room. Right.
There we go.
Right. First match we're going to talk about, Watford versus Crystal Palace. We're going to give our predictions and what we think the game's going to go like. So, how do you feel the game's going to go?
Well, I think it's definitely a team. It's a game which both teams would be looking to win.
Crystal Palace not in good form at the moment,
and that's what I mean. I think Crystal Palace will be looking at Watford and thinking, I think we can get a result. I mean, Watford lost their last game, didn't they? So against Sunderland, we literally just talked about it.
Yeah, I forgot.
So really, if you're Palace, you're thinking, I think we could get a good result, even though it is away.
Yeah. I mean, Crystal Palace not in good form, but you think they played United, where we scored the last minute or whatever, and they played Chelsea, and it's only 1-0, so they're not getting battered. They're doing all right in aspects. So What's your prediction for Watford versus Crystal Palace?
I'm going to go for a 1-1. I don't.
1-1.
I think both teams are going to try and go for it, but
that's a good shout.
I think both teams don't have the quality to do it.
I think Watford are going to win 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah, that's what my prediction is.
Who's scoring though for Watford now?
Good old Troy Deeney. Agallo's gone missing this season.
Yeah,
hasn't
he has. He's not really done much.
Right, you know, Santa, mate. Enough. Right. Next game, Arsenal versus West Brom. Arsenal at the Emirates. What do you think?
Arsenal win. I know. And generally, like West Brom have been playing pretty well. They had a shocking result against really
shocking.
No, it's in like they played bad. I thought they played pretty bad.
Because
of how they've been playing. I think they've played pretty bad. And dependent on I think how this Man City game's going to go.
Yeah, that's a big factor. Just momentum and confidence. If they beat City, they'll be high. They'll be high.
And I do think, and I'm probably going to end up being really stupid, but I do think Arsenal are maybe going to at least get a result against Man City, whether that be a draw or a win.
Yeah.
So I'd probably have to go 3-0 Arsenal.
3-0 Arsenal against West Brom. I'm going to go 1-0 Arsenal against West Brom.
Just a quick update. It's 1-0 Burnley to Tottenham.
Is it?
Anyway, we'll continue. We'll continue.
Not happy about that.
No, not really.
Right.
That's my fantasy team gone into.
Oh, you got
Ed Walker.
Oh, unlucky, mate. Well, at least Tottenham are losing. Right. Next game, Burnley. You'll love talking about this. Burnley versus Middlesbrough. I think Burnley can win.
The two promoted sides, aren't they? The two promoted sides.
I think this is a good opportunity for both teams because usually they'll be against teams that are. It's
a good showcase of both teams. I really like this Middlesbrough side. They've been a bit rocky, but I said right at the beginning of the season, I think Middlesbrough have got one of the strongest teams out of the three promoted.
They've got Victor Valdes in there. I don't know if and they've got Negredo.
If you give Negredo a chance, he will score goals, and that was completely seen in the last game. You've got Friend, who's a really good defender as well, and they've you've got some really good midfielders as well in that squad. They're not great, but compared to Burnley, I do think they're a little bit better.
Yeah.
However, it is at Turf Moor, and it is a horrible place to play. It really is.
It is true, to be fair.
And I'm gonna have to go for a Burnley result. I'm gonna go 2-1 Burnley. Purely because just Turf Moor is such a difficult place to play. I'm going to go 2-2. 2-2. See,
that's
both.
It's quite a a draw. It's not an easy option to predict, is it? So I'm going to be a bit. Going to go for
bit out there.
Right. Now we're going to talk about Chelsea, top of the table at the moment, doing very well. They're against Bournemouth,
who just lost, didn't they, to Southampton? Yes,
they did. And obviously, can they make it 12 wins out of 12? Surely.
Well, like I said, they're looking to beat Arsenal's, at least draw with Arsenal's record. I think they've got Bournemouth.
The last team they actually lost to was Arsenal, wasn't it?
I think they've got Bournemouth, and then they've got Sunderland. I think that's their next two games. So you're expecting them maybe to win that, and then they've got Tottenham in the next game. So that'll be if they can beat it. They have to, which is ironic, because if you have to beat the record for Arsenal, you've got to beat Tottenham. So I find that, but I think Chelsea should walk this. I mean, no offence to Bournemouth. I really have a lot of respect for Bournemouth and Eddie Howe. But you just got to feel like Chelsea. They're gonna slip up somewhere, surely. Yeah. That's what I mean. Sunderland. 110% it'll be Sunderland. Didn't they just play Sunderland? No, didn't they? No, they're playing Sunderland next, aren't they? Chelsea. They played. No, they played Sunderland. You know where Courtois made that super save? Yeah. They've got Stoke next. Sorry, I apologise. I thought just correcting your mistake. It's Tottenham 1, Burnley 1. There we go. Pieces resumed. Anyway. Aww. Right. Even the best make mistakes. So prediction. What's your prediction? Chelsea, I'm gonna go 2-1. 2-1 Chelsea. Chelsea, yeah. 0-0. I want it to be a draw. Of course. Bit of biased, but I'm not sure that's gonna pay off. Right. Of course, the United. Leicester versus Everton. What do you think? Again, much like I would say the Palace game, both teams which need a victory. Massively. Leicester, they just need a. Obviously, they had that against City, but then this game against Stoke, they did well, but it's difficult, isn't it? I mean, Jamie Vardy's out. I mean, some actually say that might be a blessing in disguise. He's not really been the best. He had that game against Man City. 4 goals, was it? Yeah, he had that game against Man City, but really, apart from that, yeah. But you got to think, last season. They won the league from Mahrez, Vardy and Kante. Yeah, but you look at taking Vardy out of it. But you look at the players which scored. You look at the players which scored though in Stoke, and that was Ajoa, Yeah, who was only on because of Vardy.
Is this why they're struggling? Is it because Vardy's not on form?
Yeah, no, I think
and
it is.
Mahrez as well.
When Vardy's on form, they win.
Yeah.
And Vardy's not here, so now they've got to rely on other things.
So, quickly give us your prediction.
I'm going to go 1-0 Leicester.
I'm going to go 3-1 Leicester.
3-1 Leicester.
Yeah.
See? Poor Everton.
Right. Man United versus Sunderland at Old Trafford. Right. So,
it's a difficult game. I think this is a difficult... No.
Oh, David Moyes' return.
Sunderland.
It's David Moyes' return.
Sunderland are going to play so defensive, and you expect them to.
Yeah.
I mean, and Jose's going to complain because defensive foot. No, it doesn't matter.
Jose's like the park double specialist.
He complains when people play defensive against him, and I don't get it. But I think it's going to be a harder game than what you think, because I think, honestly, all you need to do is give Defoe something.
You can't underestimate any team in the Premiership.
Yeah.
Like, 20th can beat first. We've seen it plenty of times.
Yeah.
But I do think we'll win. I think we've got too much, and I think we're starting to pick up a win or two, you know.
Yeah.
We're unbeaten in a bit. It's our Old Trafford. If it was away, then I could see a bit more struggles.
Oh, yeah.
But I think we'll get a 2 or 3-0 win.
So I'm going 1-0.
United?
I just think it's going to be a cagey game.
I could see where you're coming from with that.
I think United are going to maybe just scrape it. Not in terms of, like, I think they're going to be the better team.
Yeah.
But I just think it's going to be a bit of an
Swansea City versus West Ham.
Again, two teams need a victory.
West Ham just won, didn't they? And they've been in crap form, but I think Swansea are just... They're doing too bad.
Again, like I've said, if you want to play a team, it's going to be Swansea. Like,
I think West Ham have got to win that.
I mean, both have got to win it.
No, I just...
like,
on form, I just think West Ham... They're doing bad, but I'm starting to get there, so I think West Ham, maybe... 2-1 West Ham.
I'm gonna go 1-0. I just don't think two teams can do it. I really don't.
By the way, guys, if any of you guys want to comment your predictions, you could go ahead, feel free.
As that.
And your thoughts on any of this. You know, we could be talking complete BS.
We probably are, to be fair.
Yeah. it's just our opinions. Just remember that. And
our opinions are our own, of nobody else.
And you put your opinions in the comments. So you know, it's just a general debate with all of us.
Exactly.
Final
game.
We've got 2 more. Actually,
two more games.
Hull City. We'll go a bit quicker through these ones. Hull versus City.
Wait, City. I mean, like 3-0.
Please, Hull. Please.
3-0 City. I mean, I'm sorry, Hull. I mean,
wait. City is struggling, mate. Well, I can say this, but they're losing currently to Arsenal.
They are losing currently.
They're still losing.
Oh, Kyle Walker got the assist. Kyle Walker got the assist for Tottenham. It's got me more fantasy points. Anyway, back to normal.
But yeah, City. You know, people thinking, you know, Pep, brilliant manager, he's going to instantly make City title winners. Like, you know what I mean, straight away. And it hasn't quite worked to plan, has it, really? But
then you look at Conte, you know, and Conte's doing probably the exact same that Pep's doing. In a way, it's like he's just come to the league, and now he's possibly getting them.
That's what I mean. People would be thinking like Pep coming instant Prem. Like he's guaranteeing that Prem.
I think it's a weak Man City side compared to what it could be.
I think City are struggling a little bit at the moment. I think they're struggling. I'm liking it.
But I'm still going to go 3-0 City.
Yeah.
I mean, are you expecting a whole goal?
No.
I mean, maybe Huddleston will come out of defence.
2-0 to City.
Yeah.
Right, Liverpool versus Stoke. So Liverpool...
Bogey team, isn't it, Stoke?
Obviously, they were in great run of form, and then they've slipped up. They slipped up... Was it? It wasn't last game, it was the one before, wasn't it?
They've had a couple of draws as well, haven't they, where they shouldn't have. Southampton was definitely one which I can remember. But... And Stoke have always had a good thing. I mean, remember when they scored 4 against them 2 years ago? It was Charlie Adam. Charlie Adam was at Liverpool.
They won 6-1 with Gerrard last game.
Oh yeah, no, that was it. Yeah, that was it. But yeah, they've always seemed to get
very random results, Stoke versus Liverpool in the past years, isn't it? So I'm predicting 2-1 Stoke. I'm going to be random. I want it to be random.
I'm going to go 3-0 Liverpool. Yeah. I just can't see.
It's sensible.
I can't see it.
Right, last game that we're going to talk about. The fixtures coming up: Southampton versus Tottenham.
Big game.
It is a big game. I think, you know, I don't know about you, but Tottenham fans, they're probably thinking you should win that. But that's a very tough game away from home.
Well, I think
Southampton are a good team. They've got good players.
I think Tottenham fans are. They do like to overstate where I believe they are in the table.
Hint, hint.
No. I just feel like they are very much like Everton are the same with Liverpool. I feel like
West Ham. Yeah. West Ham fans when they're like, oh, top four.
Yeah, I think with Everton, you look at Liverpool and they think we can be the same level, and I think kind of Tottenham are kind of seeing that with Arsenal.
Yeah.
And it's a lot closer between between Tottenham and Arsenal than Everton and Liverpool. But really, It's going to be a difficult game. I just think Southampton are... Obviously, they come back off the win against Bournemouth.
I'm predicting Southampton are going to win that.
It's at home.
I'm predicting 2-1.
I'm going 2-1 Tottenham, though. I just think, I think Harry Kane will be back that game.
Yeah,
so
I think it's going to be one of them games that either of them teams could win it.
Yeah.
But it looks like we've talked about all the fixtures and the results.
It's easy.
Obviously, we can't talk about the Sunday results because they're still going on. But that is about as much as what we can talk about for now. But obviously, it's a bit of a long video, so let me know if you guys like it. So smash a thumbs up, and if you do like this, we'll do more for you guys. And I'm sure Tom would love to do more.
Yeah, I mean, it gets a face out, doesn't it?
Yeah. And there'll be special guests in future. You know, like Tom will be on it pretty much all the time.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unless he's got an injury or anything. But yeah, we'll have other special guests. And
next time, Theo Walcott, we'll exclusive interview with Theo Walcott.
Not quite, unless Chris wants to be Theo Walcott for a day.
Do you want me to get my Arsenal shirt on?
But yeah, you get the gist. There'll be some random guests here and there, but you know, if you guys like it, we'll keep it up for you. And yeah, thanks for watching. Follow Tom's Twitch, subscribe if you enjoy this content, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, bye bye.